Hey, if you're a network marketer who wants to start attracting your ideal prospects online and have an ever expanding warm market, this video is for you. And if we haven't met, my name is Edita. I'm from VIE now, and I'm a network marketer like you. I love network marketing, but I hate prospecting and I hate chasing people, hate all the hidden agenda kind of stuff, cold messaging. It feels awkward, so I was struggling until I found a way to get my ideal prospects to come to me. So yes, to attract my ideal prospects without having to go after them myself. And if you would like to learn the 3-step formula to recruit new team members without having to do all that stuff and without having to feel awkward, you can find it at viesnow.com/3steps. The link is in the description. And today I want to talk about the very first thing you need to be aware of and you need to be doing every day in order to attract your ideal prospects to you, so you can have ever expanding warm market and never run out of people to talk to. And on top of that, so you can have your ideal prospects in that market. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So what do you think is the most important thing, or the first thing to have or to know, to consider in order to attract people? Well, first of all, you need to exist. If people don't know you exist, then nobody's gonna come to you. So you need to exist. Now, just saying that, it's easier said. And a lot of people have their social media profiles. Some of them have their profiles on multiple platforms, and yet they don't really exist. So there are a few things to consider, really, in order to create that online presence so people know about you and start coming to you. So first of all, and the biggest mistake that so many network marketers make is that they are posting their company's generic marketing material, and that doesn't create your online presence. Why is that? Because you are no different from any other network marketer with your company or even in your specific industry. I can't even tell any difference between network marketers who are all, let's say, in the travel industry, even though if they are in different companies, in most cases, unless I personally know them and I have talked to them, but in most cases I don't know which company they are with, or if they are in health and wellness, unless I have, some sort of a personal relationship with them, I don't necessarily remember in which company they are. So you absolutely need to find your own public voice, your own messaging, your own marketing, and be different from everyone else in order to create that presence, because otherwise there is absolutely no reason for anyone to start doing business with you over any other network marketer with your company or in your industry. Now the other question is, what really makes you present? What really creates that online presence? Well, it's the content. So now that I said that posting your company's marketing material and your product photos doesn't create your online presence, well, I guess the one thing to know is that you need to post the content that really attracts people. And what content will attract people is the content that solves their problems, the content that resonates with them for a few reasons: either solve their problems or show them the place where they want to be and how to get to that place. And basically, it's not a content that talks about you. It's the content or your problems. It's the content that talks about your target audience's problems. Now, obviously, for that reason, you need to know who are those people that you are targeting in order to be able to talk about their problems. It's very important. Now, and okay, maybe sometimes some different type of content can resonate with your people. Let's say inspiration posts or mindset posts. And while some mindset stuff is important, but you can't be limited to that, or your content can't be limited to just inspiration. You can be posting inspiration stuff, 5 times a day, 7 days a week, and you can be getting hundreds of likes on your post, but so what? People still need to get something that solves their problems and that informs them what you do and what they can get from you specifically. Because guess what? Inspiration stuff, mindset stuff is not gonna do that for them. So your content needs to be mostly related to your specific industry and to the problems that your industry is solving and you are solving for your ideal prospects. And the other thing is that very important is consistency. Consistency is super important, because if you only post you post something on Monday, then you skip a few days, and you post something on Friday, and then again you skip a few days, well, that's not gonna help either. So your content needs to be resonating with your audience, but it also needs to be consistent, because there is so much noise. Not necessarily in a bad way. There is that noise too, but also, it's such a busy time, such a busy environment. Social media is full of everything. And in order for you to stand out and be noticed, you need to be absolutely consistent. And consistency has other benefits as well. It creates trust. It shows you as a reliable person. It shows you as a leader. So it creates trust, and people get naturally attracted to somebody who they can trust. So consistency is massively important. Now the other thing to have in mind, and this is not something that you need to start doing straight away. It's very difficult to start doing everything at the same time, but along the line, you need to have in mind that different people are using different platforms at different times. So you need to kind of try and be present in different places, multiple platforms eventually. You need to be reaching your ideal customers, your ideal prospects in many different ways. So, and it's not like you always have to produce content to be present. You can also participate in groups and help people answer their questions. You can be blogging, or you can be participating in some popular blogs in your niche, communicating with people, YouTube channel. Also, in the comment section, you can be commenting. Things like Reddit and forums. Forums are still alive. So it's not just about creating your own content. It's also about actually showing your name kind of thing, but in a particular way, you know, in a kind of a helpful way. It's not about telling everyone buy my stuff. It's about actually helping them and creating your presence as somebody who serves and who helps. Very important. So when you imagine if you have a chat, a nice comment exchange with somebody in a group, very likely that person will eventually decide to connect with you, and maybe that's an opportunity to start a good relationship that will then lead to business. And the other thing is that if you do post your own content, it doesn't mean that your content needs to be different. I was making this mistake. I was posting so much content every day, and it used to be different in those different places, and it was so overwhelming, and it was a mistake because only later I realized that the same person is not looking everywhere. You know, some people are on Facebook, some people are on LinkedIn, some other people are on YouTube, some other people are on a mailing list, and so on, you know. So it can be pretty much the same content, or you can repurpose your content, you know, took a different angle for your message and so on. But in order to attract people, you need to exist. So you need to strategically create your online presence. And that way you will never run out of people to talk to. So I hope that was helpful. If you liked my video, grab my 3-step formula to recruit new team members without having to prospect chase and without having to feel awkward at viesnow.com/3 steps. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.